This is the Bagend Lego set from Lord of the Rings. We're talking about it because it's not even been announced by Lego yet, but we've seen all the leaks. Don't know why Lego's hiding anything because this set looks pretty nice. So we're going to break it down and review it, and you guys can let me know what you think. Over in this image in the far side of the screen, we've got a awesome Hobbit house. This is the front of it. This is how it's going to look on the box. It looks pretty nice. We've got builds that are pretty inclusive of different elements, which looks nice. And I think it'll look nice next to that Hobbit hut that we got from the Lord of the Rings wave a while ago. We've got 9 minifigures in this, some really new molds and cool new pieces, a new remodeling of this wagon and Gandalf's horse, which is great. That firework beast looks pretty cool. The trees could do with a little upgrade, but that's going to be easy to do with a pick-a-brick box. We've also got the back of the box, which shows Gandalf without his hat, and Bilbo and Frodo with new outfits and stuff. We've also got a spoiler that we're going to get a brand new molded book, possibly like the one that we saw in that character from the CMF series, the monster that's got like the nightmare book. Hopefully it's a real working book, like with printed tiles and elements, which are going to look nice. We've got Bilbo and Gandalf here with that nice circular door in the background. We've got a lot of really cool new elements and a lot of new decorations. We've got Frodo's thing that someone threw in the fire that he goes and retrieves. These two guys with normal hair messing around with the fireworks, and then when they set the fireworks off, they end up setting their hair on fire, which is pretty funny. They have the different molds for their hair being on fire, which is cool. And then I think that's a transparent piece. Either that's a reflection on the box or it's a transparent piece holding up the bird above the tree, which I guess would work quite well. We got the fireworks wagon. We got the sign for Bilbo, and that looks like a printed element, which hopefully it will be. Hopefully, I'm not seeing much sticker usage here, so that's kind of nice. We don't like stickers in the Lego community. There's Bilbo writing the book there and back again, A Hobbit's Tale by Bilbo Baggins, and hopefully that's what we see. A new female version of a Hobbit here, which is nice to see. There's another one in the set. She's over there with the white carrot. So it's looking pretty decent. And this set retails for about 199.99, which will be £200. Lego sometimes does it rounded up and sometimes they round it down weirdly. They lose off a penny. I don't know why. If you have any points, is it worth using some points to get a discount? Maybe. You are going to earn some points from this set. You can Google how many points you earn for spending about £200 to £300 in the Lego store. And we are going to get the gift with purchase, which is the latest piece of news. Obviously, at the moment, we have to review the leaks because we can't review the official images yet because Lego yet are to comment on it. It's quite weird that we're entering the last week of March. I'm assuming we should hear something by the 28th at the very latest, considering it's going to come out on the 1st of April. So the fact that they've not discussed the set yet is kind of odd to me. Normally, Lego likes to hype up stuff. Like, we've heard about Pokemon coming out in 2026 and Bluey. That's coming out like in the summer. So it's weird that we've got a set that's massive and it's coming to stores in April, and they've not even put an official picture out yet. It's kind of odd. But maybe they're just waiting to do like a cool promotional thing, and they've got a lot of stuff on at the minute with the F1 collaboration that they've been working on. So maybe that's why they've been a bit delayed with promotions. But we've seen a lot of stuff happening in the year so far. A lot of sets have come out since January. Some of them have been alright, some of them have been a mixed bag. A lot of people have been discussing about parts and pieces and prices and stuff. This is going to come with we don't have an official number of pieces yet, but we can tell there's quite a few. And a lot of these are new molds and new elements, and for £200, I think that's a fair bargain. We also get this gift with purchase, which is pretty sick. It's quite a big gift with purchase, considering it's got 181 pieces in it. And it's Smeagol and Deagle, which is pretty awesome to get these two. And Lego don't normally do quite dark and serious moments in Lego. They kind of stray away from like violence and things. So the fact that there's a really dark scene in Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and stuff, so this is quite a messed up scene in the context of the scene, and they've recreated it quite comically in Lego form, which is really weird and cute, but odd at the same time. I don't really know how to feel about it, but it's an alright gift with purchase. It's probably the most controversial part. Every Lego set this day and age has controversy around it because either people are moaning at the parts, the minifigures, the prices, etc. But with the minifigures in this one, people aren't really commenting on it. They wished we had some new molds. Maybe Smeagol's going to have a new face print on the back. That's a bit creepier than that happy little one that he's got there. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's going to look like. But again, they're 2 new minifigures for collecting in the world of Lord of the Rings, so that's kind of nice to get 2 new minifigures in one gift we purchase. The last gift we purchased we got was a Fell Beast on a wall with like a Nazgul riding it, so that was a good gift we purchased for Baron Durr. And to be fair, I sold mine for £160 on Vinted, so I made a pretty good profit from selling my gift we purchase, because again, it was just quite boring. I didn't really fancy it. But this one I will keep because I actually quite like the look of this. Not only does it fit in well with all the greenery going on in Bagend, and we can actually have it hidden maybe around the side or at the back, and we can add some more transparent blues and add more detail to it. But not only can you add to it, I actually like it. I like the fact that the Lego have really tried to go a little bit darker for a gift with purchase. And again, it fits. It fits within the world of Lord of the Rings, and it makes sense because it's a real thing that happens, and it's a real scene that happens. And Google the scene because I think it's worth watching. But I think it's really cool that they really went out of the blue and made a set like that for Lego. It's a bit different for them, and I like when Lego does stuff different. On this channel, we do rip them apart and we do break them down for prices and comparisons and bully about sometimes when they're overcharging and stuff. So I do hold them to their paces when they're making bad mistakes and bad choices. But when they're doing things that I'm proud of and I am excited as a buyer, then I will comment on that fairly as well. So I'm trying to remain neutral. I'm trying to be harsh on them when they need that harshness and fair to them when they've done something right. So I like the amount of printed tiles that we can see. Obviously, we don't know if anything's printed or sticker-based until we see the clearer pictures of the box art. But so far, so good. It's looking really nice. We actually get on that top picture in the middle of the back of the box. We actually get to see a little bit more detail in regards of how it's actually going to be laid out size-wise on a shelf. It's going to be a pretty decent display, which is nice. Again, goes well with Rivendell and Barandeur, which is awesome. And on top of that, we've also got a lot of new minifigures, which are nice to get a hold of. A lot of new outfits for returning minifigures. I think the only one who looks like he could be different depending on how his face is printed and his torso is printed. But the only one who looks like a copy is Gandalf. And again, he is in the scene, so I don't know how they would do it without a different Gandalf. Maybe they'd have to update the arms. But there's not really much customization you can do for Gandalf. But he's got like a leg piece for when he sat down. He's got like a normal looking skirt piece for when he stood up. So who knows? Could get a variation of a new Gandalf, I guess, which is kind of sweet. So yeah, we got, like I say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 minifigures in the Bagend set, and 2 new minifigures in the gift we purchased. So 11 minifigures for 200 quid in the Lord of the Rings theme. It's pretty decent. Can't be mad at that, surely. So let me know your comments down below. Let me know your theories. Obviously, I'll label this leaked review. And then, obviously, we'll do a clear-cut review when the actual official LEGO merchandise images come out. Because, like I say, it is odd that it's April very, very soon. And they have not yet spoken about any of this officially. The only reason this got leaked, by the way, funny story, is because the artist who was going to do a signing, so if you're in London, Leicester Square, LEGO store, on the 5th and the 4th of April, the set designer is going to sign sets. So if you're in that area and you can pick one up with a signed seal on it, then that's even cooler to collect. But that's the only reason we found out this. That's the only reason we saw that first image. And then since that first image, we've had the back of the box shown, and we've had the gift we purchased leaked. So it's like a house of cards. Once that first domino falls, they all start falling. And LEGO themselves have not gotten ahead of it. Sometimes they do. Like when a LEGO leak comes out, LEGO normally jumps ahead of the leak and confirms it themselves. We don't know why that's not happened yet, but who knows. Hopefully it is an April release, though, because we're all excited for it. And I think it will be April release, because obviously the set signing's in April, so that kind of concretes the deadline of when it's going to release. So we're going to have to just wait for LEGO to confirm the rest, but I will keep you posted when that happens. Thank you for enjoying all the LEGO Lord of the Rings content on the channel. You guys have smashed it. The last time I spoke to you in like a big video, we were nearly at like 130 or 140 subscribers, and now we've just gone past 150 something. So that's mad. When we get to 200 subscribers, we are going to unbox a rare and retired Wild West Lone Ranger Disney Lego set and a Mission Impossible Tom Cruise Lego set as well, which is really cool. So yeah, let me know when you guys are thinking of picking this up. If you are, give me your opinions on reviews down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Ding dong the notification bell, as it helps the channel out massively. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Peace.